Welcome to the Vanilla to Vixen podcast. This show contains adult content, so if you are under 18 or easily offended, please switch off now. Mr. and Mrs. N are not qualified relationship counsellors. This show is for entertainment purposes only. Now the disclaimer is out of the way. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our journey from Vanilla to Vixen.
Welcome to episode 164 of Vanilla to Vixen. We are your hosts, Mr. and Mrs. N, and we're also sometimes known as...
the Naughty Couple.
Hello, Mrs. N.
Hello, Mr. N.
And we have some fantastic guests for you today.
We've dragged them here, kicking and screaming.
Kicking and screaming. It is Rodgered.the.CabinGirl.
Woo!
Hello.
So we've got Rodgered and the Cabin Girl.
We have. Yeah.
And they are part of our V2V crew when we do our V2V events.
Yes.
And you might recognise them from episode 150, but today we've got them exclusively.
Don't do it.
Now, I've got a little message for you.
Okay.
Okay? Got to read this out first, okay? So, a woman was having a daytime affair while her husband was at work. Very naughty, okay? One rainy day, she was in bed with her boyfriend when, to her horror, she heard her husband's car pull into the driveway. "Oh my God, hurry," she said. "Grab your clothes, jump out the window. My husband's home early." The lover's laying there in bed. He says, "I can't jump out the window, it's raining out there." She says, "If my husband catches us in here, he'll kill us both. He's got a hot temper and he's an MMA fighter. So the rain's the least of your problems. Get your clothes, get out of here, Shazam!" And he's thinking, oh my goodness me. So the boyfriend scoots out the bed, he grabs his clothes, jumps out the window, and as he ran down the street in the pouring rain, he quickly discovered he had run right into the middle of the town's annual marathon. So he starts running alongside the others, about 300 people all running together, and he's completely naked with his clothes tucked under his arm. So he tries to blend in as best he can. And after a little while, a small group of runners had been watching him running down the road, completely naked with his clothes under his arm. They jog closer to him. And one of them leans across and says, "Do you always run in the nude?" And he says, "Oh, yes. Gasping for air. He says, "It feels so wonderfully free." And then another group of runners move along and say to him, "Do you always run carrying your clothes under your arm?" "Oh, yes," he says, breathlessly. "That way I can get dressed right at the end of the race and get straight into my car and drive home." And then a third runner comes up to him and says, "Do you always run with a condom on?" He says, "No, only when it's raining." And there you go, you see, the long distance runner.
That was quite a good one, that one, did it?
So there we go.
Yes. So, how are you guys?
Oh, very well, thank you.
Yes, all right, thank you.
They've gone all shy.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Never known them this quiet.
No, absolutely not.
Now, you might now remember a little story from a couple of weeks ago when we had the chocolate fountain.
Yes.
And
I think it's now infamous, that
Roger was
episode.
famous for trying to beat Tom Daly's dive. Only this one was into a chocolate fountain, dressed as an Oompa Loompa.
We do have photographic evidence
We
as
do.
well, don't
Yeah,
we?
We do.
Definitely.
The hottest Oompa Loompa you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And Strawberry Finder.
Oh, yeah, let's not talk about the strawberry.
Oh, the strawberry.
So, I didn't actually tell this story, did I?
I don't know.
I don't think we ever told this story. So we had the chocolate fountain, we had fruit, and we were doing it as kind of a fondue. I stuck my prong into the strawberry, and it was quite a lively strawberry, and shot somewhere into the club. It was just completely gone, disappeared. Roger found it about 4 hours later between his big toe and his second toe.
Yes. Oh, what an icebreaker that was. Just moving in and... yeah, back in a minute.
Found your strawberry.
You see, never a dull moment when you come to a V2V.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And talking of V2Vs, Mr. N,
Yes.
what events have we got coming up?
Wow. So we have a couple of events coming up. Next Friday,
Yes.
we are back in Leicestershire at Liberty Elite for the Vegas Vixens event.
We are.
And we've got the amazing Callum, who's bringing his casino tables with him. And you can win sex toys.
You can. Oh, you can.
You can't win any monies.
No.
But what do you need money for? You only need big plastic dildos. That's all you need. So come along to Vegas Vixens and improve your life with a big plastic dildo.
So this event is for couples, single ladies, and a selective bunch of single guys.
It is, and we're actually up to our limit on single guy tickets at the moment. If we get more single ladies, then we'll increase the single guys. So we always make sure that the ratios are right. So if we get a big influx of single ladies, we can then add some more single guy tickets.
Yeah, absolutely.
But couples, single ladies, you are absolutely welcome. Send us a message. Go on to v2v.uk onto our website, and you can see all the details of the event on there.
And then
we move on to November.
oh, I'm looking forward to this one.
So November the 8th, to be precise,
Yep.
is Saturday. And it's going to be a big Saturday because November the 8th, it is our very special 1940s night.
It is. I'm really looking forward to this.
Everybody likes a guy in uniform.
Oh, yes.
Roger's hungry for the uniforms.
You could dress up
Not
as
guys in uniform.
Don't you fancy, like, I'm thinking of a Hello now.
Oh, yeah.
So for all our American listeners, Hello was kind of a sitcom in the 80s, and it was set in the Second World War
In France.
in France. And you had Herr Flick, you had
Yeah, you had the Gestapo.
Gruber. Do you
Yeah,
remember Gruber?
I do.
With his tank, his shiny
His
tank.
shiny tank.
And you had Helga.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roger had the thing for Helga, the leather skirt. You had all sorts. And so you could come as your favourite character. You could come as a sexy French waitress. What was it, Mimi and Michelle?
Yeah.
You could do anything. It's 1940s night.
It is 1940s night, yes.
That's Saturday the 8th of November at Liberty Elite.
Yeah, that's awesome. I do think we need to mention last week's event.
Well, it was pretty action-packed.
It was.
So we were at the Purple Mama Club
Yes.
in Nottingham.
We were.
Big thank you to Amanda. Chris, we hope you get better. Chris is poorly at the moment.
Oh,
We send
bless
him
him.
all our love. So we didn't see Chris. We were really upset not seeing Chris.
Yeah.
So send him a speedy recovery. But the staff at Purple Mamba, wow.
I know. Awesome.
They're
awesome
amazing.
bunch.
Absolutely amazing. Bob the Legend in his own lunchtime.
Yeah,
And we were gangsters for a night.
we were.
Gangsters and Dolls Party.
You went all Peaky Blinders, didn't you?
I did. It was brilliant.
It was. You looked really hot.
Oh, thank you very much. I liked your leather skirt and your sexy. You looked a little bit like Helga.
Thank you. We had a few flapper girls.
Sorry? Oh, Flapper girls. Oh, okay. We did. They were very good.
They were very good. It was a brilliant night. So thank you to everybody that attended.
It was brilliant.
It
An
was
amazing
really
night.
good. Really, really good night. And there was some great costumes. Somebody outdid you on your gun though, didn't they?
Yes, I bought an inflatable Tommy gun, which I was quite impressed carrying it through Nottingham at night. And then somebody bought a full-on hard plastic water pistol, I think it was, gun. And it was like, it blew mine away. I was absolutely mortified.
But nobody had a cigar like mine.
The dildo cigar.
It was huge.
A huge dildo cigar.
With a red end.
Seemed to be very popular with the ladies later on.
Yeah, maybe. But no, it was a really good night. And thanks to everybody that attended. We really enjoyed it. We love doing Purple Mamba, don't we?
We do, absolutely.
Yes.
So now we better move on with the news.
Okay.
Britain's biggest kinks by city is revealed this week in the Metro. So whether your sexual kink involves role play or something a little more unsavoury, like cum walks.
Oh.
What?
Cum walks. The secret is about to be out. The biggest sexual kinks for each UK city have been revealed after researchers trawled through Britain's search history to expose just what is going on around us. They've not come to Leicestershire. So when it comes to London, they're pretty vanilla, apparently. But Leeds and Birmingham, they're absolute filthy animals.
Wow.
Both seem to have a slightly unexpected fetish. The study conducted by porn site Babe Station, do you remember them?
Oh, yeah.
Before the internet, found the top search across the nation was UK models when it came to pleasuring themselves. But people's individual search results were vastly different from city to city. Starting with the capital, Londoners get off on lesbian porn.
Couldn't
Okay.
understand that.
You could
Really? This little voice in the background.
and then we move on. It's not all good news for Londoners, with Westminster having the highest rate of syphilis, gonorrhea and genital wars.
Nice.
Is that just Parliament?
I think so. I think we all know what those dirty bastards get up to.
I'm thinking of a dick joke in there somewhere.
Yeah. The biggest knob. No.
Although I can't really think it can be all the politicians, because just lately all I've been hearing is Keir Starmer's a wanker. So I'm not going to catch anything from that. Anyway, in the south, Bristol is also fairly vanilla, with couples porn being the most searched for. So there you go, couples porn.
That's classed as being vanilla.
Well, yeah, it's straightforward couples, isn't it?
But it's porn.
But it's, yeah.
I suppose. Now, as we head closer to the Midlands
Uh-oh.
and further north, I'm not looking at anyone in particular, things get a little bit naughty. Birmingham residents are dipping their toes into some good old-fashioned... What do you think? Let's have some guesses for now. We know that Birmingham, West Midlands, has the highest number of swinging clubs in the whole of the UK. So, what do we think Birmingham's biggest
Squashing.
kink is? Squashing.
Splashing.
Splashing.
You'd be dipping your toes in.
Well, have we got any more guesses?
No, but it's reminding me of a scary video.
Roger's now looking like he's got flashbacks.
Well, there's a video that popped up. Old man fondue. What? Yeah, I'll show you later.
Birmingham is known for its foot fetish content.
Oh, really?
Apparently, foot fetish is the highest kink in Birmingham. Sex therapist Alaya Moore previously told Metro that food fetishes aren't uncommon and that happy experiences with our feet early on in life can help shape our kink. Chance sightings of bare feet, positive reinforcement during foot-related activities, or early-on sexual experiences involving feet could all have been factors, said Alaya.
By your granny. Rubbing your feet when you were a baby.
Well, there you go. And it moves on. A University of Bologna study found 47% of body part fetishes got off on feet content. So feet are the highest sexualised part of the body for turning people on.
I'd like to figure out why.
I don't know why.
Because they stink.
Not all feet stink. Roger's feet smell of strawberries.
Care for a sniff? I washed them seeds just to get rid.
The aroma.
Now, if we go a little bit further up north, Sheffield. Sheffield locals have a proposition for... What do you think Sheffield like?
I'm trying to think what... It's quite industrial up there, isn't it?
I think you're overthinking this.
Oh, am I? Okay. Yeah.
All that industrial stuff.
See, we were on the same wavelength
Whips
then,
and
weren't we?
chains.
Yeah,
Roger and
exactly.
Mrs. N.
There's lots of universities in Sheffield.
Now you see, cabin girl. She's absolutely on this. You've got this worked out.
She's a pervert.
So Sheffields have the highest internet search for MILFs.
Oh, there you go.
Which, if you think about it, you're right.
Yeah.
Universities.
Yeah.
You know, you think of the in-betweeners.
Yeah.
Everybody likes a hot mom. Mm-hmm. Will's mom.
Will's mum.
So, mother figures being extremely popular, it's surprising that more cities aren't into this kink. And it's one of the most searched for items on Pornhub, apparently. But then if we go just an hour further up the road, Leeds locals are looking for women. What do we think? Women that, what, in Leeds?
Women that...
I've given you a clue. We're starting with women.
Well, I was going to say, is it like girl-on-girl stuff? No.
This is Leeds.
Not the motherly type stuff.
Oh, it's not grannies, is it?
Mrs. N has got it. Leeds. Leeds loves a granny, apparently. It's the most searched term in Leeds. Again, Golden Age content featuring senior men and women was the biggest sex trend back in the year 2023 to 2024, with mature porn being the second most popular category on Pornhub.
You could be 42 and be a granny.
Well, this is true.
Exactly.
This is true.
You could even just be 40 and be a granny.
You could.
Exactly. You know, you could. You know, I've been to certain housing estates where it says happy 16th birthday granny. You never know. It was also the 5th most popular category for women, while searches for the term granny jumped 132% in 2023. Why?
They were bored. What was that, during COVID?
And can we
It was
guess...
post-COVID, wasn't it?
post-COVID,
It was
yeah.
post-COVID.
So now, that's interesting. So pre-2023, grannies overtook what as the highest rating viewed porn?
Foot fetish.
Lesbians.
Really?
So Leeds went from lesbians to
grannies.
grannies, and they've never looked back.
Why did they search granny lesbians?
I had some granny lesbian shoes once, and they were called that because they had an extra long tongue and they only took one finger to get off. There we go. And yeah, so basically they're just some of the city's biggest searched porn.
Well, as we're talking kink, it's that time of the show.
Are you talking about a certain lady?
I am talking about a certain lady who lives in a certain geographical thing to do with feet fetishes.
Yes.
It's the lovely Mrs. Mother Trucker.
Is it Fun Fact Friday?
It certainly is.
Fun Fact Friday.
Porcupines decide whether they want to have sex by peeing on each other first.
So porcupines are into water sports.
Okay.
It's a bit prickly.
How?
Yeah, I was wondering. But they
Does
just...
one climb on top of the other one to pee on it and it's just, so that's too prickly. Porcupines can climb trees.
Yes.
Must be.
So they pee from the tree.
Must be it.
There's going to be a lot of Googling going on here. I can feel it.
Which porcupine decides that they want sex first? Is it the one that wants to actually pee on the other one and go, yes, I'll have sex with you, I'll pee on you first? Or just the one that kind of decides, yes, I want to have sex, is the one that's being peed on? We'll leave that one
maybe
there.
the porcupine just lifts its tail and pees on the other one's face.
Oh!
Come get me.
Do you think it's something to do with, like, the smell?
Yeah, pheromones.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
So if they eat a lot of pineapple, it would smell really sweet.
Yeah.
What's that thing I read about? Is it vagging?
Vagging?
Vagging. I've never heard about vagging.
What's that?
It's where a lady uses foof juice to
Oh,
scent herself.
no. We were listening to this the other day.
Okay.
Gwyneth
It's the
Paltrow.
pheromones,
Yes.
yeah.
Who? Gwyneth Paltrow.
Is it?
She actually released...
She had candles, didn't she?
She had candles that smelt of her vagina.
Yeah.
I think I remember a few years back.
Yeah. I can't say I ever bought any.
No.
Now, you see, if a man tried doing that, it would be an instant failure. You know, can you just imagine?
No, you see, the thing is, though...
The scent of bollocks.
Just bollocks.
I need a bit more work with my marketing.
But I've said to you, your scent you give off when you're turned on...
I'm going all red.
No, but it is so addictive. I've said to you, if you could bottle that...
The scent of shaft.
The scent of
Eau de shaft.
Soon to be found on v2v.co.uk.
People are going to be coming up to our events now and going, can I have a scratch and sniff?
Can I have some eau de shaft?
Do you remember those scratch and sniff books you used to have as a kid?
Yeah.
The stickers?
Yeah.
They still do scratch and sniff
Do they?
on things,
Yeah, they do.
You could do an adult scratch and sniff.
All right, now you're worrying me.
No, I'll be well into that, I think.
And what are we thinking?
Obviously, odor de bollocks. Well, for me,
Obviously for you, yeah.
I would fancy the, odor de Gwyneth Paltrow.
Eau de groin. Eau de vag.
Oh no. Okay, this is see, Mrs. Mother Trucker, what you've done. You see what you've done now.
Also in the news this week, swinging clubs have been in the news. So a man took his partner of 21 years to a swingers party and ended up overdosing on Viagra. A man ended up thinking he was going to die after overdosing on Viagra at a swingers party when he thought the little blue pill he'd taken wasn't working and decided to take more.
Oh dear.
Can you kill yourself on Viagra?
If there's nothing working upstairs, it's not going to work downstairs. You've got to have the thoughts in your mind, haven't you?
Yeah, so you just give yourself a heart attack, it's fine.
The NHS says you shouldn't take tablets which help with erectile dysfunction more than once a day. It can cause your erectile dingle to become extremely painful. That's the word that Lad Bible uses, erectile dingle. And taking too much can also mess with your blood pressure and your heart.
Yes.
So, there we go. Now, also, Hugh Hefner went deaf in one ear when overdosing on Viagra.
Really?
See, you get all sorts of facts on this programme.
Can you not remember when Viagra was first marketed as the big pill? It was used as a, heart medicine. And people were giving themselves heart attacks for overdosing on it.
Oh, my word. That's scary.
It is scary.
That's really scary. I have an article.
Okay.
In this week's news. And it's from the Indian Express. It's all to do with a rare, distressing condition which causes people to experience unpredictable orgasms without sex or desire.
Really?
Yes. So patients often describe feeling embarrassed, fearful or anxious about when an episode might occur, which can lead to social withdrawal.
You need to bottle that.
Yeah.
So it's called spontaneous orgasm disorder.
Right.
It's exactly what it does on the tin. So a person experiences orgasms, often intense ones, without any sexual stimulation or desire. It can happen anywhere at any time, whether you're grocery shopping, delivering a lecture, travelling to the metro or presenting at work. Imagine letting out a loud moan in a crowded place. That haunting embarrassment is a daily reality for some people.
And this is in the Indian Times?
In the Indian Express.
Do people go, I'm cormering. Very good! Or if they're into grannies, it could be nan bread. I'm on a roll this week.
You're on a roll, aren't you? So these episodes can be sudden, distressing and interfere with daily life, explains Dr. Bhaskar Sukla.
Say that again.
No. So they are a consultant neurologist at Delhi's PSRI hospital. So there's no single cause and it is often a combination of factors. So what causes it?
I'm interested to know how often it can happen.
Dr. Shukla explains that in some cases neurological triggers like nerve damage, spinal cord issues or abdominal firing of pelvic nerves can lead to these unwanted sensations. For others, the causes are psychological, such as chronic anxiety or past trauma. In fact, they go on to say, psychological stressors like chronic worry, suppressed emotions or unresolved trauma play a crucial role in determining the intensity of the episodes. These factors can amplify the nervous system sensitivity. This heightened arousal state can make episodes more frequent or distressing, creating a cycle where the disorder and the psychological strain feed into each other. So how do you treat it?
I don't know.
Spontaneous orgasm disorder doesn't have a complete cure yet and can only be managed with a multidisciplinary approach. With the right treatment plan, the frequency and severity of the episodes can be reduced. For neurological causes, doctors may prescribe medications to calm the nerve overactivity or recommend pelvic floor physiotherapy. For psychological stressors, therapy plays a key role. So combining physiological support with medical evaluation offers the best outcomes as patients learn both to manage triggers and to reduce the emotional burden of the condition.
It will be pretty awkward, wouldn't it? You imagine being at work.
It literally could just, happen whenever. I think I actually watched a programme about a woman that it happened to. And at the beginning of the programme, you kind of giggle because you think it's a bit of a funny thing. But by the end of it, it was just like, I felt so sorry for her. Yeah.
A work colleague was saying, "Where's Janice?" And they were going, "She's Vindaloo having an orgasm." Sorry, right. I'm leaving the curry jokes alone, do that.
Can you go and lock him in a cupboard somewhere?
I know one thing, we're not going for curry after this.
So she points out that therapy is crucial to reduce stress and improve control alongside mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Cognitive behavioural therapy can help patients reframe anxious thoughts and build healthier coping patterns. Spontaneous orgasm disorder can take a severe toll on self-esteem and emotional stability. Its unpredictability and visibility can strain personal and professional relationships, while social stigma and humiliation exacerbate the situation.
You'd be absolutely exhausted by 11:30, wouldn't you?
Patients often describe feeling embarrassed, fearful or anxious about when an episode might occur, which can lead to social withdrawal. So if you think about it, if it's triggered by stress,
you're stressed over it
because you're worried it's going to happen.
Therefore, it's going to happen.
Well, therefore, it's going to happen even more, isn't it?
And just think of something like the stressful things you do in your life, like taking your driving test or something.
Can you imagine?
God. You just imagine certain stressful situations.
The examiner.
Job interviews would be impossible.
I know. It said it can interfere with romantic relationships and intimacy, where misunderstandings often deepen the struggle. For some couples, therapy is beneficial to rebuild communication and trust in relationships. Spontaneous orgasm disorder patients should therefore be treated with sensitivity and empathy. It isn't something they can control and definitely not something that they should be judged for.
A bit different.
That is a toughie because it's just like you have all that embarrassment, all that worry that it's going to happen and it could happen any time in a vanilla environment. But you don't get the joy of somebody doing it to you to get you there. It just happens.
Thinking that people go out the way to buy these remote things to get that way.
Yeah. And you don't need one.
No.
When there's always biscuits in the tin, where's the fun in biscuit?
Because, I suppose if you think about it, if that's happening all the time and, you're with your partner and something, the last thing you want to do, you wouldn't, would you?
No, absolutely not.
Which I can imagine that could be quite difficult for the partner.
Is it a male-female thing?
It didn't actually say.
I think we'd know about it if men had that.
Yeah. It'd be all over the news, wouldn't it? Yeah.
And I think we'd boast about it as men. We'd be like, I'm having another one! I think we'd be more boastful if it was men.
I do have to tell you a little funny story, something that happened when we were at Purple Mamba on Friday. I don't know whether you noticed this, but we were in the bar and we were just chatting, and there was a couple standing by the bar. They'd obviously got some sort of gadget that was attached to the phone.
I saw that, yes.
Yeah, and the guy was just gently rubbing his finger up and down his phone, and I was watching the girl, and nice expression on her face.
It was like a heartbeat monitor in a hospital, kind of like this.
It was just like just going up and down. It was very smooth. Until somebody who obviously knew the couple grabbed hold of the phone and was frantically rubbing on the phone. This poor girl, bless her, she was literally, her face was just, I was like, oh my God, leave her alone.
She was a complete mess.
She was a complete mess. She was, but it was quite funny to watch.
I'd have probably punched him.
Happy Christmas, dear. How are you again?
You want a punch?
So come on then, guys. We haven't seen you on the podcast since episode 150 when we were in the hotel with the crew.
Yeah.
What have you guys been up to?
Keep going out to this really naughty hobby thing we've got.
Yeah. It's getting in the way of sanding the stairs, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Definitely.
Sanding the stairs?
That sounds like a great euphemism.
So you've only been in the hobby since...
A year.
I
can't
believe
that's right,
September.
because you had your anniversary at the
Swingiversary,
didn't you?
Swingiversary.
Yeah.
I can't believe
We
you've
did.
only been doing it a year.
I can't believe you've only been doing it a year.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it. It seems like we've always known you.
Yeah, the, what was it, the chocolate party?
Yeah.
The chocolate and chill.
Yes.
Yeah. My little Oompa Loompa. After the chocolate party, we were up the next morning
Yes.
and we were back at Libs.
I can't believe it.
You did the full weekend.
We did the full weekend, yeah.
Wow.
And we went to Gen X, which was interesting. That was a good day.
Oh, okay.
Still got kicked out.
I don't think we've ever covered Gen X on the podcast, have we?
So Gen
That was
X is
interesting,
like it used to be the over 40s night. It's kind of Gen X, what it says really.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was on Sunday lunch.
That was Sunday lunchtime, from 2
till
o'clock. 8. Yeah, till 8 o'clock.
So-
We met Mr. Locke. Ria wasn't there, I don't think. But interesting guy, definitely.
Oh, he's
We
fascinating.
had a good natter with him afterwards.
I was hoping for a chat, but I wasn't allowed in proximity of his toolkit.
No, you were not. Absolutely not. I saw the size of his toolkit and I thought, no.
Legend
What
has
does this
it.
do?
Our little bag, our big bag is getting no bigger.
Legend has it. Mr. Locke has a large toolkit.
He
Yes.
has a large toolkit.
Yes, absolutely.
Ain't no legend.
So how would you guys say your joke, because we use the J word, don't we, Mr. N, on this, your journey from when you first started in the hobby to like literally 12 months?
I think we've had a really amazing journey.
Yeah.
We've not had a bad experience at all. We hear people talk about bad experiences, don't we?
Yeah.
And I think we've been dead lucky.
It's like that always said, well, knew something wouldn't be perfect all the time and just accept it and go, oh, well,
We just go
that
with the
happened.
flow. Yeah. We have, what is it, no regrets
Yeah.
is one of the big things we always say. So if something doesn't quite go to plan, then it just, it's life. It doesn't go to plan, does it?
That's a very healthy way.
It is a very good attitude to
looking at
have,
things.
isn't it?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
you might think afterwards, maybe not try that again, but at least you can tick it off in your book as having tried it.
Yep.
Got to try everything. at
And
least
you
once.
know you don't like it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can say
Yeah.
you've tried it.
But if you don't try it, you don't know.
But couples and that we've been with, I think we've been very lucky. We've
Yeah,
got on with
very,
everybody. We're still
really
friends
lovely.
with everybody that we've played with. In fact, even more friendly.
Yeah.
When you thought about venturing into the naughty hobby, is it what you thought it would be?
I don't know.
Is there elements that you think, for me, one of it is the amount of people and friends that you
Yeah.
get.
Yeah. I
That-
think it's the friend. So you started off, it was a case of couple swapping or some,
yeah.
adding a
You
third.
go in, you pick somebody up, and you go home again.
Yes,
But
it's job
it's
done.
not like that for us.
You go home and talk about it, but
Yeah.
no, it's so much more to it.
Yeah.
I think, and I always say people go sort of start it for the sex, but then you stay for the friendship.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I can understand why it's called a lifestyle. I don't like calling it a lifestyle. To us, it's a hobby
Yes.
because we do it together as
Sexplorers.
sexplorers. Yeah, we do it for entertainment. We do it to heighten our personal sexual experiences, don't we?
Yeah.
We do it for us. We go as a couple and we come home as a couple.
Yeah.
And whatever happens in between, it's a bit like going to the cinema. You had a really great time, but it's time to go home.
So is the popcorn?
Well, actually, there was a last DC event we went to. Yeah.
That was the movie night, wasn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah, we went there, and then we went to Cannes the night after that as well.
Living the dream.
We may well have met you at Cannes that night.
I think we did. We were. Yes.
Yeah, we waved at you through the window.
You did. It wasn't. It wasn't a window in the building. It was a window in the floor.
In the floor.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for anyone that doesn't know,
we found you.
Cams has a window in the floor, and we were in a playroom, and you can kind of look through the ceiling, and there's a glass ceiling. And that night, a lady went by, smiled and waved at us, and she hadn't got any knickers on, so you could see straight up. And then she kind of got a little bit more excited, obviously, by watching us, and sat on the glass floor.
Nice. It wasn't me.
Quite interesting.
Keep going.
If you get him excited, you have to sort him out.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
So what would you say you guys have learnt about yourselves since being in the hobby?
We've learned. Well,
I was going to say, on a personal side of things, it was, how would you say, naked men in my vicinity. It was a bit like Crichton learning to swear. It just never entered my head, and it was... But now it's going, oh, look, he's having fun. And she's having fun because of it. It's,
Yeah.
It's,
I think we've learnt that we're probably more open-minded than what we
the
have ever
crowbar
been.
has opened the mind up quite a lot.
Definitely.
It is very strange how normal it all becomes.
It does,
Oh,
yeah.
it does, yeah.
Yeah, and listening to people when you're in the hot tub and you can hear people in the background and you know who they are, that's really bad. That's sad. It's sad.
I can recognise
Yodeling.
people with certain rhythms, can't you? It's like clapping as well.
But
So
yeah.
have your dynamics changed at all since the beginning?
I
to
think
now,
our
or-
dynamics are just completely, they've been blown out the window, really. I can't even remember how we started. I don't think we've ever been strict as such. We've
No.
always been sort of, let's go with the flow, but we always go with the slowest person.
Yeah.
So basically, if somebody has got certain things that they specifically don't like, then you just don't go there, you know.
Yeah. So you kind of go at their pace rather than...
Yeah,
Yeah.
or
That's good
they go at our
advice.
pace.
It is
That's
really,
really good
yeah,
advice.
Yeah.
it is good advice.
So the people that I don't want to say seek out, the people that we tend to be, we don't seek people out as such, do we?
No.
It's more people that we're attracted to.
Yeah.
Their personalities, the type of person who they are. I remember there are people who, when we first went, I thought, absolutely not. But now I find that we are more open, we are more talking, chatty, and I've actually been with people that I didn't think I would be with ever.
I've been the same.
I think we've all been the same.
It's
I think
the
we've all been there.
personalities.
Yeah.
It's the people themselves. It's not what you look like. It's who you are as an individual.
In this naughty hobby, you actually learn that sometimes the person that you find the most physical attracted to isn't necessarily actually sexually.
There's some people that I've found have been stunning,
Yeah.
but as soon as they open their mouth, I'm like, nope, absolutely not. And I don't know whether I don't know what it is that puts me off. It's just their attitude or just their personality doesn't click with my personality.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like chemistry then.
Yeah.
I mean, that is one of the biggest myth busters, isn't it? That people who aren't in the hobby just assume that if you are a swinger, that you will literally shag anything that moves. And it's so not like that.
You don't walk through the door. Well, as a friend sort of asked me the other day, so do you go to a club to have sex? And I was like, well, no. We go to a club, we have some social time. If sex happens, then sex happens. If it doesn't, you still have a really good time with the people that are like-minded and, you know, think and feel and believe.
You go for the overall experience, don't you?
Yeah.
But you don't know...
the atmosphere and...
You don't know what that experience is going to be.
No.
I think that's probably the best way of describing it.
So many different dynamics of people, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Really, really are.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like, Mr. M, when you said, you know, it almost becomes normal that you see people having sex. It does, but not in the way where it's not sexy.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
Because, and we've said this many a time, that, you know, TV porn is just nothing like when you're watching in reality.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to be the TV porn star as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We have seen that.
Yes.
We have seen that where people could sometimes... A lot of guys...
Be over-enthusiastic.
Yeah, you see guys kind of trying to be the porn star.
Yeah.
And it very rarely works.
No,
Be yourself.
I must admit,
Yeah.
I've seen that myself and I can't help but laugh.
Yeah. Just be
Because
yourself.
it just looks really stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
And it isn't sexy.
No,
and that's
not
the
at all.
thing, is it?
It really turns you... And they are stunners.
Yeah.
But they're trying too hard to be something that they're not.
But then when you look at... If we take a look at what we were talking about earlier, the biggest watched porn in Leeds is grannies.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show that probably the what we think of the ideal, you know, sexy...
it's the stereotypical, isn't
yeah,
it?
stereotypical sexy porn star. It's not what people really find sexy.
No.
It's actually, obviously in Leeds' case, grannies. But it just goes to show people like more natural...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more natural thing.
And when you get heavily augmented people, you know, a bit of the old, let's see, silicon insertion here, there, or everywhere, and a bit of the... It's a case of... I don't think half the grannies don't really think about such things. They're just more natural and just out for a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we sat and watched a porn film the other week.
Oh yes, it was that old classic.
And it was all orchestrated in a bathroom. And the only thing I could think about was that she must be really uncomfortable because it's just like trying to perch on the side of the bath. It's like, why don't you just take her to the bedroom or the sofa or somewhere?
I think that was actually in Cams.
It was in Cams. It was
In
in
the
the adult cinema. Yeah, before we dragged you guys in, because
Yeah.
the one that we watched was that wasn't happening
we've,
either.
We've got to bring this up. We have to bring this up. So the cabin girl has just
I have
gone
nightmares.
to a sickness blood. And you at home, you'll be thinking to yourself, what is made the cabin girl sick to the point of bringing up her
Retching.
lunch? Retching, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we all decided to go in together and
Torture.
watch a porn film in the adult cinema within Cam's Club.
yes, part of my guided tour.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, because Roger didn't know where the
Where it
cinema
was,
was.
yeah.
It's such amazing Cams, isn't it? You go around for 3 weeks and
Yeah.
not find the bar. So we went in there and we thought, well, this is going to be good. But then the film tended to be a lot of spitting.
Oh, what was his name?
Oh my God. I can't remember.
I can't remember the actor's name, but we'd already watched one short film with him in, hadn't we?
Yeah.
Which was a little bit like, okay, it's just ugh.
A scene. I
A
think it's the scene. The
yeah,
first scene.
Yeah, the first scene.
And we thought, well, we're not going to get a repeat.
No, so we thought we'd hang on in there we'd hang on in there and watch another one because that might, that might be sexy and, get the atmosphere going and everything. Oh no, Mr. Spitter was bad.
Spit the dog.
I have never known anybody to have that much saliva.
No, it was disgusting.
He must have been so dehydrated. Disgusting.
But it kind of shows you how different porn is to real sex. Because when have you ever seen anything like that? And between all of us, I reckon we have several thousand hours of real sex in our mental hard drives.
No.
So when have we ever seen couples spitting all over genitalia?
And this is only a personal thing, so if you are into that, then, lovely.
Yeah, we don't kink shame.
We don't kink shame at all. But
just personally...
Personally, I was like, that is so not sexy. It just really not. Just get a bottle of lube.
Buy some lube, you cheap bugger.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like, ugh. So yeah, I'm with Cabin Girl there. We were both kind of like, well, we got to the point where we couldn't even watch it.
I don't even know if it's
very...
a guy thing. I don't know why guys want to spit on...
No, it was probably a director thing.
Yeah.
Because if it's happening on every film that he was in, it's like...
Yeah.
No, I think...
Yeah, it was just...
It was obviously chosen specifically for his ability to spit.
I'm not even sure you can call it spitting. He was more like a constant drooler. Because it was just...
It was more like hockaloogie. And then he'd smear it all over her backside, and it was just gross.
Well, no. In fairness,
that's where the lube went.
Actually on
her buttocks.
Yeah,
it wasn't even.
No, it wasn't anywhere else.
Useful. It was on her buttocks.
Really bizarre.
It was very bizarre.
It was just for kind of to make it shiny. I think.
I think he put it over her tits as well at one point. Yeah, no.
No, it was just like, I just thought to myself, if you did that on me, I'd be like, mate, pack it in.
The thought.
Don't spit on me.
So if you own a movie porn studios, let us review your film next and ruin your business.
Yes, and unfortunately it didn't have the effect we wanted it to have on us, did it?
So we all left the cinema at this point.
They need to just go to good old classic 70s porn. That's what you need.
Okay.
I was speaking to someone about 70s porn, and they said to me, yeah, but you never actually get to see nudity in it.
Yeah, you do.
Well, the bush is so big that
I see what you mean.
The theory is that the girls take their knickers off and it's just like wearing another pair of black knickers.
Seen quite a few of them on guard duty as well.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
What was that, Roger?
I've seen plenty of those 1970s movies on guard duty too.
Movies.
Ah!
I was going to say,
Yeah,
what?
just 12 hours of constant porn.
You see, you want to know what happens in the forces? That's what happens.
Yeah,
in the
not
forces.
anymore, I don't think.
I was
Not
going
anymore.
to say, can you imagine that in the forces now?
Them were the days.
So you do 12 hours of guard duty and just solid porn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just sat in the background.
But would that not have been like frustrating?
It was normal.
Yeah.
You knew that if you were going on guard duty, that was your entertainment.
Wow.
Wow.
Hence why you were quite happy to go and have 2 hours walking around.
I often think I should have been a military man. I missed my vacation, obviously. Like 12 hours of porn.
So would you guys have any tips for newbies? So new couples that are thinking of dipping their toes. You seem to have such a great attitude.
Just go with the flow. Relax. You're there. I think whenever I show people round, especially if they're new, I always basically say to them, you are here for you two. You're here for as a couple. You're here to have your own entertainment. Go round and just as long as they're happy doing what they're doing, then it's a good night. They don't there's no pressure to do anything. There's no must do's, have to do's or anything like that.
It goes back to at your own speed.
Yeah.
At your own pace.
And we know that there's couples that don't play for months and months and months.
Yeah.
And there's other couples who are quite happy to go in and play on the first night.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as long as you leave having had a good time, whether that's chatting and getting to know people, whether that's having a drink, just having a look around, taking in the atmosphere, or whether you find yourself on the big bed, if you walk away having had a good time, then, it's a success.
Even if you just go to the hot tub.
Yeah.
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 Better than my tour. Pokey pokey, no pokey pokey. Back to the bar. But,
There's always a lot to do in a club, isn't there?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
I was going to jump back to the case of if you're interested and you've found the podcast, get on the Discord.
Yeah, definitely.
Come and
That's a
say
great
hello
start.
to the
Yeah.
people beforehand,
Absolutely.
and then you can wander up. Are you such and such? And you've
Yeah.
got a common talking bit straight off.
That's so,
Even if you don't know, I never knew Discord at all. I didn't have a clue. You were the shy one.
Yeah.
Now look at you, you little Oompa Loompa.
I know different.
Yeah, get on Discord and get to know people before you go. Because if you actually get to know people, even if it's just a picture and a few words, you'll feel more comfortable actually meeting them face to face and knowing that you're going to actually see.
It does help, doesn't it?
It really helps.
And the Discord group is such a lovely community to be in.
Yeah.
Super supportive, aren't they? Really welcoming for newbies.
Definitely.
Always there to give, advice and tips if it's your first time or you're not sure what you're doing, or, maybe you've been unfortunate enough to have one of those not particularly brilliant experiences.
Yeah.
You'll find that the majority of people have all been there, and so can offer advice and say, look, you're not on your own, know how you're feeling.
It takes away the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
I wish we'd had Discord when we first
Oh,
went.
God.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when we went, you're just standing there, and we had nothing. We had no podcasts. We had nothing. We just stood out outside going, well, we're probably not going to see daylight again.
I think the biggest icebreaker for me was when, apart from my outfit, was when we got the matching games that you do.
Yeah.
I think they're brilliant. I
Yeah.
love them. And I always tell our newbies, whatever you do, just go around and ask them if they've got a hairy penis. Or, whatever picture you've got on there, have you got the man with the big cock?
Yeah.
And it gets you talking.
It's that excuse, isn't it? Rather than having to think or pluck up the courage to go, I'm going to go and say hello. And then you have that awkward moment where you're like, well, will they think that I want to play with them or they'll want to play with me? And it just gets rid of all of that, because you can just go and because everybody else is doing exactly the same thing. They're all going around and asking,
Because at the end of the day, there's prizes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And who doesn't want to win a prize?
I think it's as well so good for singles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because clubs are so different in as much as they're not like pubs. Pubs, people go in groups. Mm-hmm. So, and you don't tend to mingle one group to another. You just stand and watch. And it's almost programmed in us that, well, we don't go up to strangers. We're in a bar with it looks like a wine bar setting or whatever. And so you don't go up to strangers and talk. But it's quite the opposite of a club where you go up to strangers because people are in there to actually mingle.
Yeah.
And so you've got this little bit of paper in your hand and you've got to find your matching saucy seaside postcard or whatever it is. And so you've got that excuse to go up to them. And for single people, I think it's so much easier to do that.
Yeah.
You've got that excuse. Couples, you can always send the brave one of the couple, can't you?
I have noticed a big difference from when we did our very first sort of V2V to, because we didn't used to do the matching game when we first started, to like now. And it's like...
we've grown as hosts.
Well, we have, but in the beginning you would probably see people in their own little areas. We always just say don't sit on the sofas or don't put yourself in an area that's kind of like out of the way, cutting yourself off. I don't ever remember seeing that anymore since we started to do that little match game and things. It's just like one big happy crowd of people that are
we're just encouraging more dirty bastards.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you can only walk around so much and say, ooh, nice dress, nice hair,
Yeah.
all this, that and the other. And I'll go to the next one and it'll be another, ooh, nice dress. You just asked me that. Yeah,
mean, you'll go-
have you got such and such? You know, trying to find a little card.
Yeah.
It's
and you'll
just
go around and then you'll
variation.
start to talk to somebody, or you'll say something and then they'll say something back, and you end up in a bit of a conversation. Or maybe if they've been on Discord, you'll say, oh God, can you remember this, that and the other? And you've actually got some talking points then as well. And then before you know it, you've been stood talking to them, they've bought you a drink, you've bought them a drink, and the next thing, do you fancy going to the hot tub with us? Yeah, come on. And the next thing you know, you're sat there where you were fully clothed having a drink at the bar. The next thing you know, you're absolutely naked in the hot tub together with this complete stranger that you'd never met before. You know, and it's...
But in just that short sort of time frame, you suddenly go from saying hello to a stranger to all of a sudden knowing
having something in common.
having something in common, knowing more about them. It's quite amazing.
It's all about the social side, isn't it? And one thing that I found interesting was when we, obviously this year we went on the tour. It was this year we did
This
the
year
Fasten
we've done
tour.
the tour,
We just feel like we've been on tour forever. Like the Rolling Stones. I don't know when it began.
Can't get no satisfaction. Saving that one.
But when we first took it on tour, obviously Libs, we felt very, very safe because we knew the layout. We knew that you've got that very safe social only area, so you can go in and just socialise. There's no nudity. Then you've got the hot tub, which is the in between.
Yes.
So you've got nudity in there. You see people nude. It's a bit naughty, and there's a bit of naughtiness. And then obviously you've got the full-on playrooms.
Yeah.
But then as we've gone to other clubs, some of them haven't got hot tubs.
No.
And you think to yourself, okay. But then we went to Purple Mamba, and they've got like that amazing lounge upstairs, which is just amazing. And it's a very, very similar. It's that in between area, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've got games and things like that there as well, which bring people together.
Yeah.
A bit like your matching game.
Yeah.
And so you kind of realise it wasn't actually the hot tub itself. It's just that social area that magically works, and other clubs have their own version of that. So Libs has that amazing kind of like long. It's almost like a long settee lounge in a shape, isn't it? And it just works in the same way, and the effects are the same, the results are the same. That you just get that sexiness, and you think, okay, then we'll go off into the swing hub room or the whatever room you go into.
Yeah.
What did you do in the swing hub room last week, Mr. N?
Took my clothes off.
Yeah. You were fiddling with something, weren't you?
Chris and Amanda could be listening there. There was a button on the wall, so I had to press it.
Oh God! This was at Purple Mamba.
Yeah.
It was a Purple Mamba.
Was it big and red? Do not press.
It was blue, actually.
It was a big red button. North Korea was just wiped off the map. So I pressed it and everything went black.
It was just like, what does this do? And I said, that's what it does.
It's the light
Press
switch.
it again. But it was a posh light switch.
Purple Mamba has the most exciting light switch you've ever seen in your life.
Oh God!
We're going to Mamba, dear.
Not only...
Press your button.
Yeah, exactly. Not only did he do it himself, but then when somebody else came into the room, he went, press that button on there, see what it does.
I wanted to see his face when he was plunged into darkness.
You just like pressing buttons.
It was very good.
All shapes and sizes.
Yeah, I was going to say, how natural it feels to be completely naked, or even further on down the line. What do you call it? I was going to say...
Having sexual relations with somebody in the open
yeah, I was going to...
for everybody to see.
Yeah, everybody see. You could be your own porn star type thing. It's natural. It feels amazing.
It is strange how...
The thing is, though, why are we so surprised by that? Because if you look back against history, with people have been doing this for years.
You don't. I suppose you never see yourself in it, though, do you?
It's that social acceptability, isn't it? It's society that's
Well, going back
hushed
to the
things
Roman
up.
orgies 2,000 years ago, and all of a sudden it's, no, you shall not do that, it's dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, and that's where I think you learn stuff about yourself, in as much as I didn't think I would be the person that would feel that comfortable.
No.
Just laying there, totally naked.
Yeah, it's interesting because I've always been the type of person that I love being naked. Wasn't necessarily confident in my own skin, as we tend to do that, don't we? But to be in an environment that felt as normal as it did for me when I'm walking around at home naked was just so lovely. It's like, great, I can do this here. And it's...
But did you ever think you'd be that type of person that would be able to do that in front of men and women and...
I don't know. I suppose at the time it wasn't something that we set out to do. It was just a journey that we ended up on. Yeah, I don't know really, because there's always been a part of me that's been a little bit of an exhibitionist without realising it.
I'm going to say you didn't know that in the beginning.
No, because when we used to do like cam work it wasn't work.
Cam work. I wish we got paid for it.
I wish we got paid for it. But when we used to do camming in the beginning, as long as I didn't have to talk, I was happy. I was happy for people to watch me naked and stuff. It was more, I suppose it was less of me if I didn't speak, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you could just portray that.
Yeah.
The tits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Here they are.
That
There you
wasn't on
go.
14k dial-up, was it?
Oh, don't talk about dial-up.
Oh, sorry.
What were you doing today?
So today, listeners, I am a hot porn star. I read a little thing, I can't find it on the internet now because I don't know where it was. You know, it's on the internet. I read a lot of shit on the internet, and apparently Generation Z, which is the latest ones, your 18-year-olds, they've got a trend and a fascination with dial-up broadband. mainly the sound and the effects of it, of that old kind of noise. And they're back into dial-up broadband. So I went onto YouTube watching the videos of the links and found myself committing at least 15 minutes to just listening to the sounds of dial-up broadband. And not being broadband, is it dial-up internet?
Yeah. And I was just like, what are you doing?
Thing is, I can hear it in my ears now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I know, you never lose that.
No, you
thing,
don't.
do you?
And
It's,
like me,
it's a sound you'll never ever lose.
I bet you, the minute you're out of here, you'll be straight on YouTube watching, just like me, 15 minutes of pure gorgeous AOL.
What I'd like to know is they're bringing back a lot of the retro style computers and things like that, like your old Sinclair Spectrum and stuff like that. Only they've got, well, they're quite big. They're the same size as they were, I suppose, before. But inside, obviously, technology's very different. They've got bigger memories, blah, 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 blah. I'm surprised they haven't put the dial-up sound on there so that when you do plug in and go onto the Wi-Fi, you get that sound.
Good for the kids, actually. Make them wait 15 minutes.
Yeah, go away,
fail.
empty the dishwasher, and then you can go back and play again.
They'll never know the struggle, will they?
No.
Children of today.
And then you lose the connection. You have to start again.
And yeah, we'll go onto the picture sites and you just see the tits. It takes about 45 seconds to get down. Then you
Frame
lose
by
your
frame.
connection just as it gets down to the naughty bits. Off we go.
Pixel by pixel.
So can I ask you guys a personal question?
It wasn't me.
Depends what it is.
What gets you going? What does it for you guys?
We know it's not spitting.
We know it's definitely not spitting.
Go on there.
In what way? I've got a number of things in my head, but in what way get us going? As in what
As
we're
in-
attracted to, or as
in what sort of gets you to the point where you think I want to be naughty? What's the thing that really gets you? I mean, it's well documented on
What is it
here.
with you, Mrs. N?
Everybody knows that I love watching porn, and it really gets me going.
70s
porn really gets me going.
It wouldn't work in a club, but I quite enjoy a really good naughty book.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not a reader, but of all the books that are going to keep me engaged, it's a real naughty book.
I wonder if you could have a slow scrolling giant Kindle in a club.
Nobody would mind you, they'd all just be sat masturbating,
That's
wouldn't
what I
they?
mean.
Yeah.
But that...
And then the guys would be like, oh, just sit and watch this reading. This
It would help the wanking dead on a Friday, that, wouldn't it? There you go, guys. Yeah, for me a good naughty book, or if we're talking in a, I don't know, I suppose a private meet, or well, I suppose in a club if they've got games and things, but a really good naughty game.
Yeah, we're finding naughty games are really good icebreakers, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. We need to do more research on this.
We do. So give us some idea, what sort of
naughty game. So
it's naughty board games and card games.
So I mean, you get the good old. Am I allowed to say the AS?
Yeah.
Summers, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you get like the card games, Never Have I Ever, and things like that.
Yeah.
And you find that if you're just sort of sat, they get you doing things like I don't know. Never have I ever kissed someone on the bum cheek or whatever, and you find the people that maybe want to say, or I suppose there's a truth or dare type, and there's the
if you haven't, you have a drink.
If you haven't, you have a drink.
Forfeits.
So a bit like forfeits, yeah.
And then you can sort of move on to the pick a card, and it's to the person of your choice. I mean, quite often these are sort of like couples games, but we expand it.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, okay, we sort of set the rules at the beginning. Do you want to pick a person to partner with, or do you want to just see what takes your fancy at the time, or does everybody want to have a go? And quite often we end up with everybody having a go. So pick one person to spank, for example.
Okay.
So it can be the tiniest little tap.
Yeah.
Or depending if the person's happy with it, because obviously consent is absolutely utmost. You might get the paddles out, they might get the whips out, you find the further on in these games you go, the deeper and better it gets. Yeah. So you sit there and you're not necessarily drinking alcohol either. You'll have people that are maybe driving, so they're on soft drinks. It's the
naughtiness of participating.
Yeah, and then you get the adrenaline flow, and then all the endorphins start to work, and the next thing you know, you just don't get to the end of the games.
Yeah, sorry.
That's something we've got to try and
And the board games as well, the simplest
we
board
got
games.
one, I think, not sure if it was one of the online ones, it might have been Summers or Love Honey, but it
it was Love Honey.
It's a pride, the box is actually sex or something, it's a pride flag, and it's basically spin it, move your counters,
and it's
when
all
you
pictures.
get to...
So you interpret the pictures.
Yeah. Apart from the dirty talking one, that noob... Yeah.
There is one couple that likes dirty talking.
Yes, obviously. Dirty talking, can't do that.
So we just skip that one.
So we actually brought in another game, was it? It's a random dare thing. So we got to dirty talking, pull a random dare out, and oh, go on then.
So we'll adapt. you adapt games for the people that you're with.
Yeah.
So that everybody's comfortable and happy, because not everybody is into spanking, not everybody is into
masturbating in front of everybody.
Masturbating in front of people, stuff like that. So you have it at a level that everybody's comfortable with.
You see, Mr. Ray, you quite like the dirty talking thing, don't you? It's all about mind for you. That gets
I like being dirty spoken to.
Yes.
You see, with me, that would just be mud.
So I was thinking the other day, I don't know, I had this random thought. So you know how you have silent discos?
Yes.
And people rave about these silent discos and things. Could you create a game in a sex club where you had headphones on and it was creating a sexy atmosphere.
100 people masturbating silently with headphones.
You could have naughty books, your choice of naughty books, in your... Am I allowed to say Audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I am and not allowed to
You
say.
can say anything, darling.
But, you know, you get Audible books.
Yeah.
Mills and Boons.
Not on my Audible. It's not. But you could have your own headphones with your own Audible naughty
That's
books.
hot. That is hot.
Do you think it was? I don't know
And
why
you can
I
get
thought
some
about it
either
the other
really
day, but-
well. You might have some people that are into some really mega deep kinky books.
Yeah.
And you might have some people that are into Mary
Recommendation for them.
Poppins books. You know. But at the end of the day, I suppose you've got your own Audible.
I had this just weird fascination that if you could kind of do that in some way, because I was just thinking about, you know, how you create atmospheres in clubs, and you know, you want it to be sexy and everything, and it was just that came into my mind, and I just thought, oh, there's a way of actually doing it where people can hear things that are sexy that get them going.
What you could have is 2 headsets paired. And have it, and what you've got to do is go round and find your match who's listening to the same book as you are.
That's quite a hot thing, isn't it? Yeah. The ultimate naughty silent disco.
Yeah.
I'm just having to think about that.
Yeah,
Because what you'd have to do
Turning
is
on.
act out what's going on in the book. So when you go round everybody, if somebody's having a smooch, if you're not having a smooch in your book, you move on.
Wow, hey.
I come up with all sorts of crap like that.
Just imagine everyone going
Just think
round.
of the key game. Yeah, I come up with
The
all
other
sorts
thing
of
is, while I
crap.
was thinking about it, and I was thinking, oh, you know, that could be really good because, you know, people are listening to it. And like you say, sexy talking in your ear and stuff. And then I'm thinking, yeah, but how's that going to work when you're actually having sex? Are the
I have a
headphones
funny feeling they're
stay
gonna get
on?
chopped.
They're not going to stay on, are they?
No, they're going to get chucked.
And at some point, somebody's just going to just listen to the dirty book and just be standing there wanking.
Yeah, don't have it on a Friday.
Yeah, maybe back to the drawing board on that one, but...
Well, we're just about out of time.
Oh, it's gone so fast.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Pleasure.
Having you on the podcast.
I would say spending time with us today. We forced them to come on the podcast.
And yeah, so if you want to come and meet Rodgered.the.CabinGirl,
Yeah.
you know what to do. Because they will be at V2V in November
Yep.
and October.
Yep.
So until next time, listeners,
Take care.
bye-bye.
Bye.